Okay, so everybody needs to go to infinityfree.net. So go ahead and get that site pulled up. Everybody a minute to get there. If you get the privacy thing, just hit agree, I guess. All right, is everybody there? Okay. All right, so we're gonna do sign up now for free web hosting. So go ahead and click that. And then put in your, yep. Yeah, sometimes you gotta watch out if you misspell the URL, it takes you to a site that'll try to put a virus on or spyware. So, okay, so once you get there, and I've vetted this site, so everybody should be, you guys are fine. Go ahead and put in your email address. And then, yeah. You can put a different one if you want. Just make sure it's one that you have access to and can check. So you can use your K-State, or if you have a Gmail, that's fine. We're going to need to go there here in a second. All right, and then choose a password and set all that up. Click the terms of service. I've already gone through all those, so you guys are fine. Click those. Make sure you remember your password. And create new profile. All right. So once you get that far, you're going to need to log into your email. And it should look like this. All right. So give everybody a second to get into your email. And then once you get in there, go ahead and click the verify email address. You click that, it's going to take you back to the Infinity Free site. All right. And then just raise your hand when you get to this stage, so I know everybody's here. Jacob, you still getting there? You got it? Okay. All right. Go ahead and click create account. All right, and we're going to do subdomain. All right, now this subdomain, you can name it. So this is going to be basically kind of the name of your site, the URL for your site. So think about what you want to put here, because once you put it in here, it's locked in. So you can put your name. If you kind of know what your site, your final project is going to be about, you can do that. Either or is fine. So, and then domain extension. There's a few ones to choose here from. Let's just do the infinityfreeapp.com. All right, so I'm going to put mine as Prof. Atkin. See if that one's available. All right, so once you get that, go ahead and click the check availability. Figure that one would be available since my last name is pretty weird. All right. Okay, and then so that's going to be your URL, whatever you put .infinityfreeapp.com. The username, it's going to automatically generate that for you. And then for password, go ahead and put in a password. I'm just going to use my standard one I do for my testing stuff. I think that one has to just be letters and numbers only, so no special characters. So you can put whatever password you want there. Make sure you write it down or memorize it. Okay, once you get that, go ahead and create an account. Okay. And so once you are that far, up here, it's going to give you your username. But once we get that, everybody go ahead and go back to your email. And we need to make sure you have an email that looks like this. All right. So once everybody has this email, just raise your hand so I know everybody's got it. Okay. Got it. Okay. Again, make sure that you don't lose this email because it's got your username in there, which is it's a kind of a random generated username. Okay, so it's going to have a link and then your domain. So once you get this email, you can click view account and client area. So go ahead and click on that. And then you should get to this page. So that email will always give you a link back to this control panel where you'll need to go. Okay. Now in here, there's a few different things, links, FTP details. This is where you can see how your FTP. So FTP is file transfer protocol. That's just something that you can set up to move files back and forth from your server. MySQL, that's your database. We're not going to really mess with that. But the area that we're going to want to click into is this control panel. So once everybody gets to this page, go ahead and click into control panel. Right, you'll get an email like this. Hit approve. All right, and then you should get this C panel. All right. Okay, now, so C panel, this is a common interface that, gosh, I'd say probably 75% of host companies, domain hosts use to kind of manage your website. Okay, so it has things from like contact email. When you get down here to files, file manager. All right, so if I click that, you guys don't have to click all this. I'm just going to kind of show you guys. Here's where you can upload files into your, this is the folder, this HT docs is the folder where your web files would go. Okay. FTP accounts, if you want to set up an FTP account so you could upload files to your web server and give other people access, you could do that. If you wanted to set up a database, you can set up your SQL database here, or MySQL, sorry. PHP MyAdmin, that's an interface that you use to manage your databases. Okay, we're not going to do much with that. That stuff you guys will cover in like your programming 1 and programming 2 courses. Subdomains, you could add more subdomains. Email, okay, so you could set up emails with this domain. So mine is prof Atkin at freeapp.net. So you guys don't have to worry about that. What we want to click on though is down here, this app installer. So down under the software category, Softalicious apps installer. We click on that. And we are going to install WordPress. Okay, so once you get into this page, go ahead and click install on WordPress, the first option there. Yep. Okay. All right. Okay, so once we get to the install here, make sure we're on 6.1 version of WordPress. Site name, you can give it a name. You can always go back and change this later. So I'll just call it something like fun. Okay, site description, you could give it a little description if you want. All right, now over here under admin username and admin password. So this is something you'll set up. So figure out what you want your username to be for your admin username. And this is going to be different. This is just for WordPress. Okay. So it could be the same one as you use for the other, but if you want it to be something different, you can. Just make sure you remember, what your username and password is. And you can create your own password in there as well. And then your admin email. Okay. So you're coming up with your own username, your own password there. And those are what you'll use to log into WordPress. Did you hit install WordPress? Right. Okay, as we go down, language, English, plugins. We don't need any plugins right now. I'm under advanced options. If you wanted to, you could set these to like auto update, like your WordPress plugins and your WordPress themes. I'm going to leave those blank because I can always do those manually if I want. All right, and then down here is where you're going to select your WordPress theme. So have any of you ever done WordPress design before, set up a WordPress site? Okay, so so let's take a few minutes. You can kind of go through here. You could pick out a theme that you want. So this is kind of the design. We can also, we'll probably go back because you're going to actually customize your theme with your own CSS as we put your site, as you work on your site. So, and you can always change themes through WordPress later. So go ahead and just pick out a theme to kind of start with. The default one is the WordPress 2023. That's WordPress's default theme. So again, there's lots of different ones. Some themes have different options, okay, depending on what kind of your content is. So, but go ahead and pick one. We'll dig into that later next week. So I'm just going to choose the default one for now. Hit that, select theme. You might get an image that says image copyright. Just hit yes. All right, so once you choose your theme, you're going to get this screen. So hit the install button. Oops, there we go. So it's going to go ahead and get WordPress installed. Might take a couple minutes. Okay, so when you get this page, it's going to give you two URLs. The first one is to your site, and then this one here is one that you're going to need to make sure you have written down. This is to get to your admin area of WordPress. Okay, so if I look here, let's open this one first. This is your site. Okay, so this is the URL you'll send people to get to your site. And then this link here, it's basically the same URL and then /WP-admin. So if I click that, here is where you're going to do all of the setup for your WordPress. So create posts, create pages, upload all of your images, do all the custom CSS and all that. It's going to be done through this page or this section. All right. So so from here on out, this is pretty much the only thing you're going to need to access. So if I make sure I have that email address saved. That one. I go back now. Right. This is the page you get to log into your WordPress. So you put in your username and your password. That should get you this page. Okay, everybody get to this page. Okay, all right. So you're going to want to keep this page bookmarked. This is where we're going to be doing all the design work, uploading all your content and everything, great pages and everything. So we'll get into that next week. I'll go over tutorials on how to create pages, how we can get in and customize the CSS. So what WordPress does is it already has style sheets and everything set up with the different themes, but then we can go in and adjust colors, fonts, all the different styles, layout. And so you're going to customize it to make it look like your ideas that you had for like your wireframes and you know, the content for your guys' final projects, but we'll just all do it through WordPress. Okay, so WordPress, I mean, there's lots of other options out there. You've heard of like Wix, Squarespace, Squarespace. There's a lot of other ones that use kind of the same kind of CMS, customer management system, but basically all the kind of the same concept. So I've done lots and lots of freelance over the years, and I'd say probably 90% of my clients either want to use WordPress. The rest of them use like Wix. So it's pretty popular because it provides a nice interface for users that don't know anything about coding to go in and like update their content, add text, photos, and things like that. So, but you guys are going to dig a little deeper and actually go in and customize some of that CSS and kind of use what we've learned throughout the semester on, you know, how to set up different selectors and things in the style sheet to actually kind of create it how you want it to look instead of just following the template that's already set up. All right. Okay, so that's it for today. Next week we're going to skip chapter 10. I think we'll go to chapter 11. We'll talk a little bit about some some things as far as like adding videos and stuff, audio to your websites, and then we'll work more on the final project. So we'll do that next week. So if you have any questions on anything, this week, I just need to get the case study done for Fish Creek with the form, adding that form to the contact page, and then the quiz for chapter 9. All right. Okay. Have a great weekend. We'll see you all on Monday.